In today with some kicking, about 8 to 10 snaps of different kicking situations there. I was pleased with the way the kids came out and worked. Thought the defense was flying around, hitting people pretty good. Offense made some big plays. Terrell Hunt to Jared West down the sideline for about 45 or so. Ashton World made a nice play in the corner of the end zone. A couple young guys jumped out. Irvin Phillips looked good. I thought you guys had a chance to see his quickness and his ability to make people miss. Rodney Williams on defense made a bunch of tackles. Interception or two, or I couldn't tell on the one if they gave it to him. But who else I got here? I want to make sure I don't miss. Jamal Custis looked good. Throw the ball inside out to him. Thought he did a nice job. And more than anything else, great experience here at Fort Drum. Had a chance to let the Colonel Doyle, talk to the kids. He did a great job with them. He got that defense juiced up to play because I think the offense had a little bit better day yesterday. And I think the Colonel wanted that defense to fly around, and I thought the kids answered the bell. Once again, great experience. The kids' camp was wonderful. Seeing those little Pee Wee League kids run around and our kids enjoyed some time with them was great. So just like to close with my remarks before any questions, saying thanks to Fort Drum and all the troops for everything they do, and for a great week for Syracuse University, and especially the football players here at Syracuse. With that, any questions?
We saw Mitch and Austin get a lot of the drives at the end. Where do those guys kind of stand, and is there a point where you want to know who your backup is?
Well, yeah, there always is, The good thing about the backup position at the quarterback is, throughout the course of the season, the competition continues to move forward. Obviously, going into the Villanova game, we want to make sure we know who that next guy in is. AJ didn't play today. He's got a little shoulder irritation. He's fine. He's kind of been in front of the other two as of late. But I thought both Austin and Mitch put some reps out there. We got some work to do, but the good thing is we got 3 kids working at it, and they're competing well. So we'll see.
Sure. So Scott, I was talking to the Colonel.
How you doing?
And real good. And he's telling me how thankful he is that you guys come up here rather than vice versa. Now, I appreciate you folks are doing some contributing up here, but it's kind of weird that they're thanking you rather than you thanking them, or not?
No, I don't see it being weird at all. I think it's great. They're athletes too. They're just military athletes, and so many of those kids played football in high school. Just mingling back and forth, I think it does a lot of good from both sides. Forces our kids to stay grounded and not be selfish and worrying about how they feel during 2 days. And it gives the troops an opportunity to talk about football, talk about college football, how we're going to do this year. And that's the best thing about it, Bud, is just seeing those kids mingle, and talk to each other about the same things you and I would have talked about when we were 18, 22 years old. I think both sides get a lot out of it. Selfishly, I think we get more out of it than the military does. But I think it goes both ways, and it's been a great week.
I didn't mean weird, like just interesting.
Interesting. It is. It's very. I think it's just the dynamics are such that you have, people put it on the line. Yesterday we had a really heartfelt get together with, with a couple of the troops. They left. One group left 4 guys behind. One group left 2, and. Let's not go there. I can't go there right now. Next question.
Scott, you look at what the team's taken out of it, and you've been here, every year that the team has been here. What about this year as the team moves forward? Do you really think they've taken the most from Fort Drum?
I do. I think we have a tight-knit group, and they like each other. They like playing, playing for Syracuse together. I don't know how talented we are, but we have a group of kids that they like to play together, and that's I'm excited to get them on the field. We got to wait a couple more weeks here for Villanova, but I think coming to Fort Drum, the greatest thing is there's no distractions. We have very little cell service once we're in the dorms, no Wi-Fi, none of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they talk more. They sit around at lunch and they talk, and at dinner, and I think it's been great. It's the simplicity of the deal that makes it so great.
You saw you and Corey showed a lot of loyalty to each other going through the stuff you went through last year. Did you try to convince him to stay?
Talking about Corey Cooper, Nate was asking about Corey Cooper. Corey's decided he wants to get back closer to home. It's been a tough deal for him. We had a heart-to-heart. In fact, we were texting back and forth this morning. He has some good options that he's looking at down there. He's a homebody, and he misses being close to his family. And, you know, we talked about it, but at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to have to twist their arm into staying if their mind was set. He felt like his mind was set, so we just wish him all the best in the world. Young man decided to make a transition, and, you know, we'll move on with the next man up.
It's not uncommon for schools to kind of steer them away from other conference schools. Did you kind of place any restrictions on which schools he could?
No, I mean, just, you know, the ACC won't be an option, but anywhere else, wherever he wants to go. You know, like I said, I wish the best for him. Now I'm focused in on the guys on the team here.
Last question for Coach, please.
We saw the release about Adley and needing surgery. Is there any kind of timetable for him?
I think it's going to be pretty quick. Yeah, it's not a major injury. It's actually, he had a little cartilage from high school that was hanging in there, and they didn't do much with it. And then I think it got exacerbated a bit, and we decided to go and clean it up. And they think he'll be back pretty quick. You know, I hate to put a timetable on it, but I've seen kids get back, you know, under a couple 3 weeks there. So hopefully quicker than that. We'll see what happens. We can take one more because you got too many. Somebody have one on this side. Anyone from the local?
Who's been standing out at the wide receiver position?
We've had a lot of guys at the wide receiver position stand out. Jared West has been playing some good football. Ashton Burrell is making plays. I'm really excited about the progress Stevie Ishmael's made, you know, as a true freshman. And the last 2 days, Jamal Custis has showed up. And that's not to say anything more or less with some of the other kids that have been around, but you know, those guys have jumped out the last couple days. Still feel good about Fleming, feel good about the whole group. I think they're blocking better, and I think they're competing well. So, anyway, thanks so much.
Thanks, Coach.
And have a great day.
Thanks.
See you.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.